Good morning, dear cadets. So, as you know, your chapter number 16 has finished. At the beginning of the video, I have shown you the photograph of NCERT exercises because most of you may not have textbook. So, the question I have shown you, and now I am going to solve the NCERT exercises. Okay. So, if you see carefully, we are heading toward the completion of syllabus. Right now, we are in the chapter number 16 and that I have already finished. Now, two more chapters are there, chapter number 17 and chapter number 18. Okay. So, let us begin with the true false. That is the question number first. The page NCERT book page number 203. Okay. Here I am writing page number also. Page number 203. Okay. So the first question is say true and false. So what are the questions? First question is the fresh water stored in the ground is much more than that present in the rivers and lakes of the world. Okay, once again, the fresh water stored in the ground is much more than that present in the rivers and lakes of the world. Okay, this is false statement. Groundwater is very less amount of water. If it is not recharged time and again, then it will finish one day. Okay, so the answer I wrote false. B number is water shortage is a problem faced only by the people living in rural areas. No, the water shortage problem is faced by all the peoples. Let them live in the urban areas or rural areas. So this is also false. The question number C means question number 1 C subsection. Water from rivers is the only source of irrigation in the fields. This is also false only because farmers can use groundwater also for the irrigation of their crops. Okay. Rain is the ultimate source of water. Yes, rain is ultimate source of water. So only last one is the true. Rest everyone is false. Now question number 2. Explain how groundwater is recharged. So this question answer I have already explained during the chapter discussion. I have explained or not? So if you don't want to write in the exercise, don't write because I am hoping that you have already written this question answer. And the process also I have explained how the groundwater is recharged. When rain is happening, then what is there? The water is getting collected in the low-lying areas. Not only this one, water gets collected in the ponds, rivers, lakes. Okay, and slowly this water seeps down to earth. In this way, groundwater gets recharged. Not only this one, if rainwater is falling on the kacha floor, so slowly that water also seep into the ground. So that process I have explained and I am hoping that you have already written this one. Now question number 3. There are 10 tube wells in a lane of 50 houses. What could be the long-term impact on the water table? So how many bore wells are there? 10 bore wells are there in the same lane among 50 houses. So just see, all will use that bore well, then what would be there? Water table will decrease. Okay, decrease or not? Water, because more the number of bore wells, more will be the depletion of water table. This is the only reason. That is why nowadays in the village areas also, where a lot of kacha floor is there, water continuously seeping down, but the number of bore wells has increased. That is why there is a decrease in the water table. Now question number 4. You have been asked to maintain a garden. How will you minimize the use of water? So just try to understand that question. I have explained you how can you minimize the wastage of water. So that can be written with respect to the maintenance of garden also. So but little bit changes is required. You have to write with the changes, like just see, for maintaining the garden, what should be there? Drip irrigation should be applied. One thing. Second one thing is, what is the second one? to maintain the garden, how can you minimize the wastage of water? Try to understand. Drip irrigation is one of the method. What is the second method? For maintaining the garden, we can recycle the used water. Okay, fresh water no need to give, recycled water can also be given. What is the next measure you can take? Now you have to write this question with your own help. Okay, another, now some hint I am giving you. What is that one? What is the third one? So first one is the drip irrigation, second one is recycling of used water for maintaining the garden. What is the third one? Plant should, in the garden, plantation should be done in a row, so that whatever water you are channelizing, that can pass from one plant to another plant. What is the next one? You should plant such type of plant. You should take such type of plant in the garden which consume less amount of water. Less amount of water means they frequently do not require water. So like that 4 5 I have told, remaining you can write and you can do it. Okay, so the question number 4 is also over. Now what about question number 5? Question number 5 is explain the factors which are responsible for depletion of water table. So the factors which are responsible for depletion of water tables are, already I have explained all those factors. What are the factors? Increasing population, increasing the number of industries, agriculture activities, and then what is there? Scanty rainfall, deforestation, decrease in the effective area for the seepage of water. So these are the factors, and with their explanation I have told you. So if you have already written, so no need to write in the NCERT exercise writing time, otherwise again you have to write. Now question number 6, fill in the blanks. The fill in the blanks, first question is, people obtain groundwater through tube wells and wells. Okay, groundwater how they are using? They are using through tube wells and wells only. Okay, next question is in the fill in the blanks only, that what are the 3 different forms of water? So the 3 forms of water are ice solid, water liquid, and water vapor gas. Water is found in all the 3 forms. Okay, ice is the solid form, water is the liquid form, and water vapor is the gas form. Okay, next one is the water bearing layer of the earth is water table. What is the first level of water? Water table only. Water bearing layer of earth is water table. Okay, next one is D number is the process of water seepage into the ground is called infiltration. This is the process of seeping of rain water. Okay, so A, B, C, D all I have finished. Dear cadets, there is one correction. Water bearing layer of earth is known as aquifer. Don't write here water table. Water table is the upper limit of water. Here write aquifer. So please make this correction. Aquifer. Water bearing layer of earth is known as aquifer. Okay. Next one is MCQ type of questions. So in MCQ type of question, what is there? The 2 questions are there. Question number 7 and question number 8. Question number 7 is, which one of the following is not responsible for water shortage? So just see, they have given these options: rapid growth of industries, increasing population, heavy rainfall, mismanagement of water resources. So the question number 7, correct answer is heavy rainfall. Heavy rainfall is not responsible for water shortage. Rest all factor is responsible for water shortage. Now question number 8, choose the correct option. The total water, number 1, in the lakes and rivers of the world remains constant. No, it doesn't remain constant. Second one, under the ground remain constant. Groundwater also does not remain constant. Third one is, in the seas and ocean of the world remain constant. Yes, The seas and ocean water always remains constant. So option third is correct. I wrote there, in the seas and ocean remains constant. There is a question number 9. Make a sketch showing groundwater and water table. Label it. So here in question number 9, you have to make this diagram. I am showing here this diagram, groundwater and water table. These diagram you have to make with the help of NCERT book. In this way your chapter number 16 is over. Okay, now including exercise. So how many things I have taught in this chapter? I am just recapitulating in a very short span of time. I started with the water definition, okay, and importance of water, and not only importance of water, how much potable water is available for us. With the help of one activity I have explained you. Then afterwards what I taught you? I taught you water cycle and different forms of water, solid, liquid, gas. Then I taught you water bearing layer of earth, that is aquifer, water table, infiltration, how the groundwater is get recharged. Then what is there? Distribution of water across the globe. Then factors responsible for depletion of water table. So all those factors I have explained you in a detail. Then management of water means minimizing the wastage of water, means rainwater harvesting technique, creation of Bowery, drip irrigation. Then what role an individual can play in minimizing the wastage of water, that also I have explained. And what would happen if plants will not get water. Okay, so these are the things which were included in this chapter, and I have discussed all those things. Now tomorrow onwards we'll start the new chapter, that is the forest. Okay, chapter number 17. Okay, so thank you.